Happy 69th birthday, Dee. I'm actually coming to you from Gilbert High School. In a perfect world, I would have been able to film a little message to you inside of the auditorium, which I feel like would have been a little more appropriate than out on the football field. But right behind me, you can see the school that all of my kids have graduated from, and that's meaningful because, my high school life has a huge factor of you as a central character in it, and even post high school life. Just wanted to add my voice to the chorus, the ensemble, the cast, and the crews, and the raving fans of everyone who is wishing you a happy birthday and remembering you on this day. I was thinking back the other day of how we really got to know each other, and it goes back to the weeks after my dad died and building up to you casting for Bye Bye Birdie. You had extended a personal invitation, practically an engraved invitation for me to come out. And for some reason, I wasn't too receptive. I think I was still kind of in a funk. And on the last day of auditions, you grabbed Chad Hunsaker, you grabbed Coach Cox, you came to early morning weightlifting and kind of triple teamed me and said, hey, this would be good for you. Do you think you can lift a girl over your head? If you do, then you can pick your dance partner. You're gonna have a blast. I think it's important for you to do this and not be alone and having private pity parties. And it was great therapy for me. It was perfect advice. And your track records went on to be pretty perfect after that as well. It kind of stayed batting 1,000. You encouraged me to stay and work hard in sports and in my other extracurricular activities. You encouraged me to be a part of the other drama productions that you were directing and casting. And but what I appreciated the most, Dee, to be quite honest, is the one-on-one time that we got to spend. You probably don't remember this, but my senior year of high school, I had you for 4th hour English. And then about 2/3, maybe even 3/4 of the time, I had lunch in your classroom with 20 or 30 of my closest friends. And then 5th hour, you didn't have a class, but you had me as an aide. And that was just an extra hour for us to chat, to discuss philosophy and life, and to share. And it was those times that are really the most precious to me, where we got to really open up and get to know each other on a personal level. One of the funny gags that we had, and I appreciated that you didn't coddle me, that you were sometimes brutally honest with me and just told me, how things work. But when I was really acting up and I was getting on your nerves, the way to sort of break the tension is you would come to me and you would say, you'd kind of look around like you're worried that maybe an administrator or another student was listening, and you'd say something along the lines of, Mark, if you'll quit being such an ass and go get me a Diet Coke, I'm sure that we can work through this. And I'm thinking back now, I actually think you're into me maybe 80, maybe $100 on Diet Cokes. But anytime I went for reimbursement, the running gag that we had for really the last 2 years I was in high school was, come on, man, I'm supporting a family of 6 on a teacher's salary, give me a break. And that just became one of the running themes that we had as an inside joke. Really, Dee, one of the most influential and most important conversations you and I ever had, was when I was 37 years old. I called you a few days after we found out our youngest daughter, Brooke, was diagnosed with Down syndrome. She was born, she had like 3 little murmurs in her heart and was in ICU. And you basically said, you let me talk. You let me speak my piece and kind of give my point of view. And after a long monologue, you finally said, well, listen, is it my turn? And I said, yeah. And you're just like, listen, I want to talk here for a minute without you interrupting. Then in a nutshell, you said this: Mark, I think you're the luckiest guy alive. Your daughter Brooke is going to change your entire family's life. It's going to change your outlook on life. It's going to take you places you've never been. You're going to become a part of communities that you're oblivious to, that you didn't even know existed. You are going to learn to love on a different level. It's going to change your other children and their empathy and their acceptance of people that are different or that are special needs. You watch. He says there's going to come a time in the not too distant future where if you could wave a magic wand, you wouldn't change Brooke to a typical kid because of everything that she's taught you. And I want you to know that that has come true. And you hit it out of the park. And to Nedra and the girls and their families, thank you for sharing Dee with us, your husband, your father, your grandpa. He won't be forgotten. He has made a huge impact on our lives. He has touched us in ways that we may not even understand. And God bless everyone. Look forward to seeing you all again soon. And Dee, I look to seeing you again at a future time in a different sphere. God bless. Bye-bye.